Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks. Somebody asked me a pretty good question, and I love doing videos like this one. They ask if when I break these pieces apart, could I not add a shadow to them so they kind of look more like they're 3D? So yes, we can. What I'm going to do first is put a shadow over the whole thing, and these are individual blocks, and they're a power clip, so I can't really do too much with them. But what I can do is make a rectangle around it, fill in the rectangle with a color, and now I'm going to actually move that out of the way, and I'm going to fill that in with a color. And what that's going to give me is going to give me a gray box. I am going to left click, and I'm going to right click in black just so I'll know the difference. Now we can get rid of this, and we're going to put it right back where it was. I'm going to get rid of this block, and I'm going to grab the black one, hopefully. And you can see I've got black. I'm going to set my nudge factor on like 0.125. And I'm going to grab the black again. And I can see I've got the black. And I'm going to go down and over 0.125. And then what I'm going to, you can make it whatever size you want. Then I'm going to use the Smart Fill tool to fill in that gap on both sides. Now I can get rid of my red box. Whoop, see that time I hit the red box. I actually want the black box. There we go, and hit delete. So the whole thing looks like it has a shadow now. But let's take maybe these four, and let's set our nudge factor on something higher, like 3 inches. And let's get these four and kind of nudge them out of the way, and then maybe nudge them out of the way individually, and maybe go like that. And you could place them wherever you wanted, but if you want to get them back. So we're gonna have to do the same thing on these, but before we forget, we're gonna set our nudge factor on 0.125, which is an 1/8 inch. I'm gonna draw a rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and draw a rectangle around all of them. And that one's going to double hit, but it doesn't matter. And well, you know what? I'm going to change my nudge factor to 3 inches again. And I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool, and I'm going to fill that in, that in, that. What I'm doing is creating the shape of the box. Now I'm going to actually have to move that over and get it completed out of the way. Now I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and fill in, I'm going to use a different color just so we can see what's going on, because the color really matter. And I'm going to fill that in with blue and nudge it over. Blue, I'm going to nudge that one down. Blue, nudge that one up. Blue, nudge that one over. You have to be off the other part so the Smart Fill tool will not fill it all in. So now we can get rid of these, and I can select all these, and I can left click no fill, right click outline. Now we need to get rid of these boxes. So this is a little bit time consuming, but if you were only doing one of the blocks, it would look pretty cool. Now my nudge factor is still set on 3. I can move it over there. This one I'm going to have to move down and over. This one I'm going to have to move up and over. And this one I'm going to just have to move over. So now we're going to set our nudge factor back on that 0.125. And I'm going to try to grab the black. And you can see I got it. I'm going to go down and over. I'm going to grab the black, down and over. Down and over. Down and over. It doesn't look, I must not have hit it over. There you go. Now, I find it would be easiest just to take the Smart Fill tool and get a gray, and hopefully I get that same gray we had a while ago. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill that in, that in, that in, and that in. Then I'm going to fill that in, and that in. So I'm filling in everything that is going to be the shadow. Now what I can do, and probably the smartest thing to do, see that one doesn't have a red hairline, or no, it does, it's just an entire picture. I'm going to set my nudge factor back on 3 inches, and I'm going to grab that and move it out of the way. And I'm going to grab that and move it out of the way, that and move it out of the way, and that and move it out of the way. I'm going to move this out a little bit further so it won't be in the way. I'm going to go ahead and move this out further so it won't be in the way. Now I can take these and go, and you can do anything you want. You could leave it like that. I'm going to go to Effects, Blur, and Gaussian Blur, which I did not blur on the first one. But see how that kind of looks now? I'm actually going to take away the outline of our puzzle, and I'm going to move that over. You know, this one just has 2 little bitty parts to it. And just to make it look better, I'm going to just manually move them. This is if you were going to like show it on a t-shirt or print it to make it, you can tell where the puzzle pieces should be, and you know, they don't have to be perfect. And I did not Gaussian blur this fill, but you could still do it. Go to Effects, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and it should still be set on the same one. So it looks like a shadow. It looks like those 3 pieces are laying. Let's try one more thing. Let's take a box and let's make it a light blue, go up to Object, Order, Back a Page. And you can see, I'd rather it be yellow maybe. You can see how it makes it look like they're kind of standing off. I'm hoping that's what he was asking. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope that helped.